The tension at the architecture firm is at a breaking point as Mercan decides to take a stand against Atesh's overbearing control. Despite his clear disapproval, Mercan moves forward with a major project agreement with Nezir, a man Atesh deeply distrusts. When Atesh confronts her, demanding that she ask permission for even the smallest office change, Mercan remains defiant. She reminds him that while they have a legal agreement with her father, she is an architect, not a slave. Atesh attempts to pull rank, insisting the company is his, but Mercan warns him that his arrogance will eventually lead to deep regret. This power struggle sets the stage for a day filled with professional sabotage and personal vendettas. Outside the corporate walls, the rest of the family is unraveling under the pressure of past tragedies and mounting debts. Nermin is struggling to keep her composure as Müzeyyan continues to play psychological games with her. Meanwhile, Malik and Berat are drowning in financial trouble, desperate to pay off debts that have accumulated due to Hyder's mismanagement and Murat's past mistakes. In a touching moment of sacrifice, Berat's mother and his friend Sisik offer their meager life savings, even funeral money, to help him stay afloat. Though Berat is hesitant to take money from those who have so little, the weight of his debt forces him to consider risky shortcuts, including a suspicious investment tip from an old friend named Salih. The atmosphere turns dark when Müzeyyan decides to strike at the heart of Nermin's grief. She gathers the family near a burning pit, where she begins to incinerate the personal belongings of Murat, Nermin's deceased son. The sight of her son's memories turning to ash sends Nermin into a violent frenzy as she screams at Müzeyyan for her lack of mercy. While Atesh tries to intervene, Mercan stands tall, telling her mother not to show weakness to a woman who feeds on their pain. Mercan's strength in this moment manages to temporarily silence Müzeyyan, but the emotional scars left by the fire run deep, leaving Nermin broken and the family home feeling more like a battlefield than a sanctuary. The following morning, Atesh decides to tighten his grip on Mercan to prevent her from meeting with Nezir. He forces her to work out of his personal office, essentially keeping her under house arrest within the company. He treats her more like an assistant than a partner, barking orders for reports and even demanding she serve him coffee. Mercan sees through his Zorba behavior, recognizing it as a mixture of professional jealousy and personal possessiveness. However, the plan backfires when Nezir's sister, Demet, arrives at the office. The presence of Nezir's family within the company walls infuriates Atesh, especially when he realizes that Nezir has no intention of backing out of the partnership, regardless of the cost. As the workday ends, the conflict shifts from the office back to the streets. Berat, driven by desperation, meets with Salih to hand over the family's savings, hoping for a quick return that will solve all their problems. Despite warnings from his friends that such magic financial formulas are usually scams, Berat's need to be the provider blinds him to the danger. At the same time, Hyder and Nermin are hunting for a man named Sahin, who holds secrets that could either save or destroy them. The tension is palpable as every character is operating on a different agenda, with trust being a rare and expensive commodity. The episode reaches its climax during a forced family dinner, just as Atesh and Mercan return from a grueling day at a construction site. Another one of Atesh's tactics to keep her away from Nezir. They find that Müzeyyan has invited guests that no one expected. The dinner table, which should be a place of reconciliation, becomes a stage for a silent standoff. As the different factions of the family sit across from one another, the unspoken threats and past betrayals hang heavy in the air. The episode ends on a chilling note, with the realization that no matter how hard Mercan fights for her independence, the ghosts of the past and the greed of the present are determined to keep her trapped in their cycle of vengeance. If you're hooked on the drama and want to see how Mercan survives this web of lies, we've got you covered. For a more detailed version of the story, or to see more episodes in English dubbed, let us know in the comments below. The battle for power and the secrets of the past are only getting more intense. Don't miss a single twist. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.